Welcome to the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C. It's an NBA Monday night brought to you by ESPN on EA Sports as we get set for John Wall and the Washington Wizards taking on DeAndre Jordan and the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, as this game gets underway, Jeff, anybody that stands out in your mind that they need to focus on against the Clippers tonight?
Mike, I've heard all about Lob City. It isn't about Lob City. It's about point guard city. When Chris Paul came to the Clippers, he turned them from an entertaining team into a big-time championship-level team. Why? Because he can probe the defense, he knows when to pass and when to shoot. This guy is an intense competitor that's the envy of every other team in this league.
Power dribble with the drop step in the paint. The whistle and a foul called against Griffin. That'll be his first. And Chris Humphries will go to the line with under 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Chris Humphries to the line for two.
Well, clearly last year, Jeff, a coming out party for John Wall. You can see the improvement and the confidence in this young man.
Well, absolutely. He has improved, and Mike, the biggest improvement is he's helping his team win now. You're never going to be able to display all of your talents and skills in the NBA. You've got to learn to share. And I thought Wall last year did a great job of doing what he does best, but sharing with others.
And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Griffin jumper. Hits a three. Blake Griffin with 5 points.
Hey, you kid, look at the technique on that three-point shot. The rhythm, the balance, the arc, the follow-through. That's a thing of beauty.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Gortat's looking for position in the paint. Humphries, nice touch at the basket.
4-2. The assist from number 2, John Wall.
Jeff, the Clippers not only good, but so entertaining. It's a highlight package every night.
Absolutely. And again, those highlights get special significance when it comes to they're in winning times now. It's one thing to make highlight reel plays in a loss. They get forgotten very quickly. But to do it in an entertaining style and win in a major market like LA, and really right now be the better team in LA, this is a terrific accomplishment for Doc Rivers and his team.
The assist from
Paul
number 13.
set to bring it up. Jordan's trying to get down low.
In the first quarter.
Griffin fires away, hits the shot. Blake Griffin with 7 points. Wall against Paul. The 24-second clock expires. Shot clock violation called against the Wizards. Paul bringing it up here. Griffin for 2. Nice finish around the rim. Wall moves into the front court. The screen is set. Nobody near him. Takes the three. The Wizards with the offensive rebound for a second chance opportunity.
2 points.
Buzzer sounds. That ends the first quarter. The Wizards down by 4. We'll have more Monday Night NBA on ESPN after this break. Interesting first quarter. Shots falling for both teams. Defense certainly needs to pick it up.
You say interesting. I say disgusting. That defense won't get it done in the NBA. You want to win, you guard people.
Last couple of years, what's been nice for Washington, John Wall's been healthy. And when he's healthy, he's one of the best, Jeff.
He's a one-man fast break, pushing the ball with great pace in the open court. When he gets other guys running with him, they are terrific in transition. And then defensively, people still don't give him the credit he deserves. A very, very good defender on the ball.
And Chris Paul with the nice look, sinks it.
You need guys who can make shots under duress and pressure. That was a well-defended possession, but that man stuck it even against the best defense.
Wall against Paul. Beal on the drive, pulls back for the shot, and Bradley Beal with a two-pointer.
He's averaging 19 points per game this season. Washington, one of the up-and-coming teams in the Eastern Conference, and Bradley Beal a big part of that. He's going to be a terrific pro. He already is.
Well, you think about it, Mike. How many people are talking about the backcourt tandem of Wall and Beal? I don't think nearly enough. I think they made great strides last year. I think Bradley Beal is the prototypical two-guard that you need in this league. I really like this guy, and I like the tandem of Wall and Beal.
Goes to the goal, and Bradley Beal with the bucket.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense won out that time.
For Chris Paul, he is desperate to get to a finals, desperate for a championship, but his team not able to get past the second round. What does he have to do to take them there, Jeff?
Well, Chris Paul is a great player. Oftentimes, how far you advance in the playoffs is just as much about who you play with and who you play against as it is how you play individually. Chris Paul has nothing to be ashamed about. This is a team that could win it all.
Los Angeles leading Washington by a score of 15-13. To the rim. Yep, he hit him. A foul called against Porter. And DeAndre Jordan will go to the line with under 30 seconds to go in the second.
First foul in the final 2 minutes.
And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first and misses the second. Wall in possession. Shoots it for two. Knocks it down.
For 2.
Time winding down. That'll do it for the quarter as he fires it up. Buzzer sounds, and the first half comes to an end. Washington's down by 1. We'll be right back with more Monday Night Basketball here on ESPN after the break. Much about DeAndre Jordan's defense and his shot blocking. This guy, though, Jeff, he's a solid, efficient scorer.
Because he knows what shots he can make. He's going to score on dunks, on layups, and within 3 feet of the basket. He's a great pick-and-roll player, rolling to the rim, catching the lob. I like it when people know who they are and are not constantly trying to reinvent themselves where their strength now becomes a weakness.
Washington's leading Los Angeles by a score of 17-16. There's the pick. To the basket. And LA's called for their first team foul. And Marcin Gortat will go to the line and shoot for the first time tonight.
Number 1 for Washington, Marcin Gortat to the line, shooting 2.
Boy, when you play Washington, you've got to be ready for one of the best backcourts in the NBA. As a coach, Jeff, how do you handle Wall and Bradley Beal?
A perfect fit together for the Wizards. We talk about Bradley Beal's jump shooting, playing off John Wall's terrific speed and penetration. And then Beal's a good rebounder, and he too is an excellent defender. So they've got it covered at the offensive end and at the defensive end.
And gets both points from the line. Timeout call. They need a 20.
Well, when you talk to anybody associated with the Clippers and you mention the words and the name Blake Griffin, what always comes back to you is that he is a first into the gym type of guy and a last out of the gym type of guy. He's willing to put the work in.
Washington's leading Los Angeles by a score of 19-18. Wall against Paul. Here's the screen. Wall on the drive. Humphries for 2. Lets it go. Able to put it in. And it's a 3-point lead for the Wizards.
The assist from number 2, John Wall.
Slams it home for 2.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish with the hammer.
Jeff, John Wall always had the talent, but now he's a pro and a leader with Washington.
He really is. Listen, it was not easy for John Wall. He came into a horrifically bad team, and he persevered through some tough times. And those tough times have made him stronger as a player and as a leader.
Nails it. That's a 2-pointer. And Chris Humphries with 9 points. Fires from 3-point range. Not able to hit from beyond the line. Blake Griffin's 1 for 3 from the outside. Wall on the drive. Inside. And he draws the foul. DeAndre Jordan picks up his 2nd foul of the night. And Marcin Gortat will go to the line. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And he hits the first free throw. And Marcin Gortat with 6 points. Lets it go for 2. Puts it in.
The assist from number 3, Chris Paul.
3/4 complete. The Wizards up by 3. Stay tuned for more Monday Night NBA presented by ESPN after this short break. Fourth quarter just about ready to get underway. Whoever gets some stops is probably going to win this game.
Oh, Mike, I'm worried. I don't see the intensity or the passion or the commitment defensively from either team. I don't think either team has the heart to stand in there and get the stops necessary.
Won't go on the adjusted attempt.
Hey, you got to finish strong on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
Nice job drawing the foul. It's called against Gortat. And Blake Griffin will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Knocks down the first one.
were talking about John Wall earlier, Jeff, and how he's handled his critics. Now, he deserved some of that criticism earlier in his career, but it also motivated him.
If it's just the Twitterazzi of the world out there criticizing you, pay it no mind. You can't have too many voices in your head and play big-time NBA basketball. You got to know who to listen to and who to tune out.
Hall against Wall. To the rim. Count it. Plus the foul. And Blake Griffin will go to the line looking to complete the three-point play.
Absorbs the contact, finishes the shot, and now works his way to the free throw line.
And he does it. A three-point play. Los Angeles is leading Washington by a score of 27-25.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
And the pass intercepted by Jordan. Griffin against Porter. Fires away for two. Gortat the rebound. Porter, and he gets it to go. Tie game.
2 points.
Hall into the front court. Stuffs it in the rim.
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice dunk.
LA's leading Washington by a score of 29-27. Here's the pick. Beal fires. It's good. A two-pointer. Bradley Beal with 6 points.
1 minute in the fourth quarter.
Gets inside. It's good. 2-point game.
You're not winning late in a close game playing that type of defense, allowing the ball to go in a direct line drive right at the basket.
Three-pointer. Wall's off the mark from downtown. Out of bounds. Ref says it'll be Clippers ball. For two. Can't finish. And a timeout taken late here in the fourth.
Hey, you're down the stretch of a close game. You come out of a timeout. You don't need a three right here. Yeah, if the three-point shot opens up, great. But if not, what you want to do is create the quickest score you can by attacking the basket.
Gortat's looking to do damage in the paint. Oh, pretty move into the paint. Wide open for three. And John Wall's whistled for the intentional hit.
Number 2, John Wall. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
There's the whistle. They had to stop the clock, so they give the foul.
Is it easy to make both in this situation? No. But is it critical? Yes. It's his job up to a few seconds ago. Make both of these free throws to make it a two-possession game.
Two for two at the line. A little breathing room. Now a 4-point advantage. And Washington calls a time with very little time remaining in this one. Oh, he's wide open. Porter with a long-range, beautiful shot. Had to do it there. They stopped the clock with the foul.
Up by one, 2 free throws in the waning seconds of this game. He's got to step up and make both so that they could just concentrate on defending the three-point opportunity.
Boy, pressure free throws right there. The lead is now 3. And a timeout call. Very little time remaining. This for the tie. He puts it in. That ties the game. Oh, we're going to go to overtime. End of regulation. Score is tied, and we're headed to overtime. We'll have more NBA action coming up for you right after this show. How much do these two teams have left as we start overtime? Griffin jumper. Rebound corralled by Gortat. He's got 5 rebounds in this game. Beal against Redick. From downtown. Can't hit from beyond the arc. Jordan draws the contact. Yep, it's a foul called against Gortat. Los Angeles shooting 88% from the line in tonight's game. Oops, missed the first one. And another missed shot from the free throw line. Boy, is he struggling. Fires away. Beal's attempt won't go. Hall against Wall. Fires away for 2. Knocks down the shot. And Blake Griffin with 22 points. Screen set nicely. Inside. Puts it in to tie the game. Nice up and under move. Knocks it down for 2. Los Angeles is shooting 65% from the field here tonight.
And with an up and under reminiscent of Kevin McHale, he scores the bucket.
LA's leading Washington by a score of 39-37. Wall's not able to hit the 3.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Coach says, hold on now. Let's talk it over. They call a full timeout.
When you're in a 2-possession game, you don't really need to do anything special to get back in it. All you need to do is execute out of the timeout, get a score, and then have your defense lock in and lock down, get a stop, and then get out on the break.
Humphries' shot misses the 2. Get him for the foul. They had to do it to stop the clock.
Hey, that's good, smart basketball right there. Picking up your aggressiveness. You're down late in the 4th quarter. It makes sense. They fouled, yes, but it only results in a side out.
Throws it down. And we're going to have a timeout. The Wizards down by 6.
The question here, when you have a 2-possession deficit, is do you need a 3? Well, what you need is either a quick 2 or get to the free throw line. And then, if the 3-point shot opens up, yes, you're ready to take it.
Takes the 3. Knocks it down. 3-point game. Ref calls the foul. No choice there. They had to stop the clock.
Up 3. You need at least one of these 2 free throws to make it a 2-possession game and basically end any chance of a comeback.
First free throw, perfect. He converts on both at the line. It's a 5-point game. From 3-point land. They double him, and there's the foul. They had to stop that clock.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul.
First free throw, good. He hits them both. This game perhaps getting out of reach. It's up to 7. Well, we needed an extra period to decide the outcome of this one. The final score is 47-40. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying thanks for watching.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers stayed strong to get the overtime victory. It was a remarkable game for the way it ended, but it was also a terrific game overall. I'm glad to have been a part of it. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Wizards battled their way to overtime, but didn't get the victory. They probably won't admit it, but I think fatigue was an issue in those extra minutes. I saw a team whose conditioning wasn't where it needed to be.
Game track. Field goal percentage.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Blake Griffin really showed off his talents in today's matchup. He led all players in points, providing the kind of offense that could not be contained. Just look at these highlights and tell me you don't agree. He was impressive offensively throughout the game, but he did most of his scoring in the first half. That set a tone which dominated the story in this matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.